Well, hello, it's Crystal. So, I thought I would do a little check in after this full moon. Like, y'all know the energy has been intense. The energy has been, again, we've been purging a lot. So, yeah, you may have had physical symptoms, your body purging that way, even like congestion, uh, runny nose, sore throat. Those could also be linked to like ascension symptoms and these physical upgrades that we are receiving. So, yeah, let's see. What do we need to know going into this week? So, it's also a leap year this year. And so we have February 29th. So even, I don't know why I decided to bring that up, but even in that, I'm also seeing a lot of green, like green, 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 luck, abundance, good fortune. Leprechauns might be important, might be significant to you. But yeah, okay, Spirit, what else do we need to know? Okay. Okay, I'm just going to say what I'm channeling. So I got happiness and psychic abilities. Your happiness is linked with your psychic abilities. So maybe you've been in this place of depression and maybe you've been feeling like your psychic senses have been a little bit, excuse you, have been a little bit dull or not as tuned in. And with this whole purging, this letting go, it may have been a little dark. So as you're starting to come back into yourself and the light brightened up, as your own light is getting brighter and brighter. Oh, I just saw an orb. You're going to become, naturally you become happier and happier because that's your natural state, right? And so your psychic abilities, your senses, maybe starting to ramp up, and you may be getting new psychic abilities as well, or tapping into dormant abilities that you've had maybe in a past life or something that you've had earlier on in this incarnation, but maybe for some reason your abilities were turned off or you just turned your stuff off. But you're coming into this place where we're also receiving a whole lot of like solar flashes, solar flares. So in that, like, we're being bombarded with a whole bunch of light. And like, I'm blinding myself quickly looking up at the freaking light, but like, we're being hit with so much light that is coming in, which is also, when you're hit with a whole bunch of light, it's kind of like bringing up that debris, it's bringing out that shadow energy. And so it can be a little bit much, especially because we've been going through so much, and the ascension process is not it's not slowing down, it's just accelerating, right? But you have worked many lifetimes to be able to manage and to be able to be here at this time, and you have all the ability in the world to be able to go forward with ease. You got to allow yourself to move forward with ease, allow yourself to tell a different story, allow yourself. Okay, that also brings me to some of the things that I've been doing, because I've not really been on here. And I've been doing a lot of binge watching of some shows. So the show that I had watched is Traveler, that I was really binge watching, was Travelers. And then I was also guided to watch Phil of the Future. Okay. And they come from 2020 or 2121. So 1212, 2121 might be important, 222, 111. But it's also like, that was like back in the day, back when I was really young. you know, those shows. Some of you may be reminiscing. I've also been like looking back at memories and of pictures of my own children when they're younger. So you may be like really tapping into a more innocent side, a more lighter side of you. It's also maybe, and I was talking about happiness, like remembering that there are moments that you can tap back into. And it does give you joy. It did give me joy. Looking at the videos and pictures of my kids, because you get reminders of daily updates or daily, what is it? Not updates, daily photo memories and whatever. And like I used to just brush it off, but something in me lately has really been wanting to actually sit down and look at them, and it's been bringing me so much joy. And just remembering, and especially if you've been kind of in a dark place, just remembering the brighter times, the lighter times, not to beat yourself up for where you are now, but to say like, you're capable of that happiness. You're capable of stepping into that energy. So allow yourself to enjoy that moment. Even reflecting with your kids, like it doesn't necessarily have to be something that you necessarily just have to reflect on your own. It could be something fun that you can look back with your kids, and maybe that might help them as well. Who knows? Okay. And then I've got reconnect to nature. I wrote down some stuff, but anyways, so the show Travelers. So Travelers, oh yeah. And then also Travelers has a character named Philip, or Phil, Phil for short. Anyways, and then I was getting to watch Phil of the Future. That's where the synchronicities. Anywho, so at the end of the Travelers series, they had a reset. It's like everything from the old life had been attempted, and now that they had the knowledge and understanding from the past, the slate was to be wiped clean, and a new version is starting fresh, starting over, but with the knowledge and wisdom collected from reaching rock bottom. So like all the attempts that they had made. So the Travelers are from the future. They're coming in, helping to save humanity, and like they're making all these attempts, and like there's other Travelers that keep coming in and saying, well, like all these things that you guys are doing, like it's not changing the future. It hasn't changed the future. So they've made all these attempts to do all these things to change the course correct, and to make things better. And it just, whatever they were doing, it wasn't working. So by the end, they had to go back even further and then start planting a seed in a different way, or start doing things in a different way. And then hopefully from that, they can make a change that will actually help the planet. But anyway, so it will now allow you to thrive. This is a new beginning, a new version, a new life, but you can do it better. You can, yeah. And it was like in the show as well, they were showing like multiple timelines, and they were also showing like they had this one mission, and they had to keep putting different Travelers in because the host body, they weren't able to do it. They weren't able to accomplish. So, okay, like try this again. Again, with this knowledge of these certain obstacles that are coming in, so then you can try it differently. You can do better. But yeah, it's interesting. If you're guided to watch Travelers or guided to watch a show, there's usually something that is, there's usually a reason behind it if you can look for the meaning, look for the message. But yeah, you got happiness coming in for you because you are you're worth it. Okay, baby, you're worth it. I'm going to leave this here, and I hope you have a fantastic day, evening, or whatever time you're watching this. Many blessings.